As a lot of you are no doubt aware, especially if you're up to date with my most recent videos, I haven't been having a very good time of it just lately. I have been struggling with my legs, I've been struggling with my back, I've been struggling with considerable, significant weakness in my back, which seems to be making my legs worse. There was an incident last week where I was asleep on the settee. I woke up and I could hardly move my legs, and that really frightened me. Okay, so last night and previous nights as well, I haven't been sleeping very well at night. Last night I kept waking up, and I woke up probably about 3 or 4 times, and I soon realised I'm moving my legs but nothing's happening. They felt just like dead weights in my bed, and really panics me. It's very frightening. So I sort of swivel my way around. I can move my legs, but the function is gone downhill severely. You know, it's not good at all, and it's, like I say, it's really quite scary. So 3 or 4 times I sort of went to turn over in bed, and this funny dead weight feeling in my legs, and the intense numbness throughout, from my tops of my legs all the way down to my feet. I can't describe it. It's much worse than what I am used to, what is my normal, you know. So enough was enough, and I decided to drop my MS nurse an email this morning, and within 5 minutes she's ringing me back on my mobile, which is absolutely amazing service for you, I suppose. You know, literally I hit the send button and it's got to be within 5 minutes my mobile was ringing. So she's really nice, really helpful, and she asks me to go through what's been happening over the last to be honest, I haven't been good over the last 5 or 6 weeks, but that's because my symptoms flare up, they calm down, they flare up, they calm down, they flare up, they calm down. That's my trend, and I'm used to that. But this is different. This is something else. And hello, Molly. Molly's here. Hang on a sec. I'll see if she wants to be cooperative and get her to say hi. You gonna say hi? You are? You are going to say hi. Be a good cat. Yes, you just had something to eat. So, this is something different. So sort of, as I was saying, over the last... Come on then, let's put you down. So, I spent about 10 or 15 minutes explaining to my MS nurse what's been happening over the last 5 or 6 weeks. I also said to her that the last time I was like this was in 2013, and that is when I was first diagnosed with relapsing remitting MS, but now I'm in a transitional state to secondary progressive. But in 2013 I was in a pretty bad way, shuffling, walking, you know, I'd got drop foot, my knee was locking, everything was happening. And they gave me IV intravenous steroids, methylprednisolone. And for about 10 days, I didn't really feel any significant difference. But then, wow, I started to get my balance back. And I explained all this to her, and I haven't had steroids now for almost 4 years. And to be quite honest, I feel I could do with a damn good dose of steroids, and that is what I've been pushing for. So I explained to her that some of the other drugs I've been on, you know, just make me feel like a zombie and don't really help me. whereas the steroids really helped me 4 years ago. She seems to think, from everything I explained, that I'm having a relapse. And I've been quite worried that there is a connection between the weakness and the pain I get in my back. I don't get so much pain, but I get a lot of weakness. There is a connection between that and my legs. Because when my back's bad, my legs are worse. And I'm going to go into more detail about this when I see her, but she definitely seems to think that, from what I explained, I'm actually having a relapse. Because I've broke my trend, where I said that, things flare up, they calm down, they flare up, they calm down. That's my trend, but I've actually broke that trend because they've flared up, they've stayed up, and to be honest, they're getting a bit worse as time goes on. And last night, as I say, as I've explained, was significantly pretty distressing, to be honest. I think it's really important to say that I haven't just quickly jumped in and decided, I'm having a relapse. What I mean is, I don't know if the camera's picking up Molly yowing in the background. What I'm trying to say is, I haven't been feeling good for quite a long time, not just a day or two. If it was just a day or two, then I'd say it was like a flare-up to start with. I have really given it a few weeks, as you know, and I just wanted to make that point. I feel it's a very significant point that this has been going on for quite a few weeks and not just a few days. And that is why I decided to contact the hospital, and I sort of do my own analysis first, if you know what I mean. On Tuesday, the 31st of January, which is actually, it's 1 week today. I think it's the 24th today. Yep, 24th. So 1 week today, on Tuesday the 31st, my wife, Teresa, is having an operation at the Derby Hospital where I go as well. And at 11 a.m. in the morning, I have now got an appointment with my MS nurse. So we're going to kind of kill two birds with one stone. She's going to have an operation on her hand, and I'm going to go and speak to my MS nurse and hopefully get some steroids. I did last time I had steroids. I had IV steroids, intravenous, but and she says I can either have the IV or the oral steroids. I says, what's the difference? Is one better than the other? She says, no, not really. One's not really better than the other. Apart from the oral steroids can make you feel a bit sick, apparently, but I'm not bothered about that. I think I'll go for the tablet form steroids this time, because the oral steroids tend to make you feel a bit sick, whereas the IV steroids, you got to go backwards and forwards to the hospital for 3 consecutive days to have an hour's infusion, and it's all the walking as well, which I'm struggling with at the moment. So guys, I just wanted to update you with what's been happening to me. So in about a week's time, that's going to happen. Obviously, I'll keep you posted and let you know how the meeting goes with my MS nurse, and hopefully I'll get some steroids. She did say the steroids, well, I knew this anyway, the steroids help reduce inflammation and calm down the area of the nerves which is having a relapse. And do you know something? I really feel like something in my back is really angry and inflamed, and that's really how I feel, and I'm really hoping and fingers crossed that a dose of steroids will sort me out. So okay, so that's it for now. guys. Remember to give me a thumbs up, send me a comment if you like, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye for now. The other thing as well, so I absolutely know something's going on, is when I'm going up the stairs, my legs feel different. When I'm lifting my right leg to move up to the next stair, it's not hard to lift, but a bit more difficult than usual. And if I'm sitting down and I try and lift my right leg, I can't hold my right leg up for very long like I can hold my left leg up. So my right leg is the weakest, and that's how I know something is happening.